Hello, hello, hello. This is Ken from the Rug Detective Show. Ken from the Rug Detective Show. So let's get it and let's make sure we feed our familia. Anyway, so enough of my amazing singing skills. So let's get straight to it. Basically, what we're doing is a month-end report. So we're doing we're acting like we're a public company that we're providing our results not on a quarterly basis in terms of filing our results, but we'll do it on a monthly basis. So I'm going to give a breakdown of where we are, the projects we looked at, the projects we invested in, the results where we're losing, we're down or we're up or whatever it may be. We're fully transparent and open, and then just more information in terms of long-term direction of what we're trying to achieve as a community. So first and foremost, if you haven't, please make sure you like, subscribe, and follow. Twitter, on YouTube. You can be able to download the free Rug Detective checklist. I also have a VIP checklist for the Patreon group. I'll give more information about that thereafter. So let's move forward right now. So where we are at the moment is in February. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give you a glimpse in terms of the VIP Patreon checklist just based on the results. So I'm not really going to go into due diligence. I'm not going to go into the other aspects of NFT, digital arts, and virtual trading cards we're looking at, and potential other aspect like conversations, things are going on. I'm just going to give you a breakdown of the trading opportunities, and just so you can really see what we're looking at, the information that we have within the Patreon group that's separate to what we have via the free checklist. So this is a free checklist. So basically, there was the one project which was DDS. This is Digital Dollar Store. So they basically this is the current price at the moment. So they're kind of like building essentially like an e-commerce Shopify for the whole DeFi space. We really started talking about this project quite a while ago. And ultimately, what I do is I first and foremost add any project I'm interested in. It goes into the section of project due diligence. Okay, so it goes into project due diligence. So we have first and foremost, we have a checklist. Then we have project due diligence. I'm not going to show that specific tab because these are projects that we're investigating at the moment, and it's only really for the community. And then after that tab, once the due diligence is done, so I'm doing all checks based on this checklist. I'm communicating with the lead dev, the owner, the founder, the CTO. I'm doing as much research as possible about, via LinkedIn, about the individuals, everything, like communicating with the connections I have within the space to know as much information as possible about the team, which is extremely important, and also about the project long term. So beyond what you see on their website, beyond what you see on Medium, beyond what you read via their Telegram or Discord group, I'm going real deep analysis. I'm going into my lab right now, concocting a mix, a medicine, just to find the best and the most interesting projects. So after due diligence, once that's done and I'm happy, then I'm going to move over to the trading opportunities. So trading opportunities will essentially be these opportunities I'm looking at, and this is the reason why, and I put a date here. This is the reason why, and then whether I'm actually getting involved. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling anyone to buy or sell. I'm just publicly showing transparency about what I'm doing. And obviously we're now building a community and everyone's putting in their own 2 cents, which is amazing. And then I give results. So DDS, we spoke about it on the 12th of February, entered about $2.40, said it was a long-term hold. So that was on the 12th. Where was this now? So that was around once it listed on, I think it was the day after or same day, if I recall. It's literally tested a high of $12. So since then, it's done like about 6x. But what I have been doing, I've been literally taking profits off the table or taking my initial capital off the table, which means that it's a riskless trade. What you don't want to do is be up in a trade and then it moves against you for whatever reason, and then you'll have such a bad feeling because you were up like 3x and all of a sudden for whatever something happened, some news came out or something, or the macro market really dropped, then all of a sudden you're on a loss. So what I try to do is I take the initial capital off the table, so it's a riskless trade. What this then means is that you have confidence, you can sleep well at night, and you're following your risk management. So we will be coming out in the month of March a risk management course for the Patreon group anyway. So that's how that's going. So that's done extremely well. I think DDS have a phenomenal future, long-term growth, if they continue to execute on their plan. Next one is waultfinance. So waultfinance, I gave a full breakdown since the 12th of February, explaining about the lending protocol, had conversations with, see, the thing about waultfinance, they are actually not on. So if you go to CoinGecko, so they're on the Binance Smart Chain. So you would have to go to CoinGecko to see here the price with waultfinance. So it's slightly coming off because people are taking their rewards from the staking. But however, back in the 12th, so they listed probably about 6 days ago now so far. So they basically listed, I gave it a breakdown and explanation prior to the private sale, what was happening. So I was having a conversation with the lead dev, actually became part of the team, helping out with, marketing aspect, YouTube aspect, nurturing, growing the team. So that did extremely well. They hit private sale, hard cap of 60 ETH. They did the pre-sale whitelist. We did a live whitelist, which is absolutely amazing. That took place. It was a live stream whitelist of 60 extra spots. So I did that for them. And then they listed, listing price was $1.30, as you can see here with the results. So $1.30 was the listing price. The pre-sale price is 53 cents. And it's just gone absolute bonkers. I think it tested a high of 70 something X on pre-sale, and here, so 70X on pre-sale, roughly. I think probably even more than that. And on listing price, about 27 or 30X, it tested the highs. So amazing feats. They did CoinGecko listing on the same day, coin market cap the day after, liquidity is going through the roof. Total value locked is phenomenal. They have an amazing future, phenomenal team, great dev. Like I literally love the guys. So the massive long-term growth there in terms of what's happening. So if you take a look at that price, I clearly see there's going to be phenomenal partnerships in the future. They're building the launch pad, the locker. So there's a lot going on. So that's one project that was nipped in the bud. So that was happy, phenomenal trade, great results. Still holding to some of the positions there because I believe in the team and also in what they're doing long term. Then we'll move down to Berry data. Oh my Berry. We love Berry. So Berry docs, phenomenal opportunity. As it says here, transparent, community verified price oracle on the Binance Smart Chain, trustless and decentralized alternative for off-chain data. Extremely important in this space, especially because there's a huge transition. People are now moving towards the BSC because obviously the low transaction fees, easy to be able to build upon the stack, massive migration, phenomenal adoption that's taken place as well. So they're really trying to help out with this, the oracle for this off-chain data, and there's an alternative essentially. So with Berry, I basically gave an explanation on the 16th of the 2nd that I'll be buying on the IFO, and I actually had a conversation with the founder prior to that, so leading up to analysis, and then did basically 60x with profits. Took obviously off the table quite a lot, to be honest. Still holding some of the positions, but this is the long-term direction of what we're trying to achieve. So this gives you a heads up of what we're going, again, following the checklist, following an analysis of the projects, identifying the competitive advantage, take a look at SWOT analysis to understand what's the advantages, what's the disadvantages, the long-term growth, and understanding the whole market, which is really important. The team, the members, threading through the contract and seeing what the long-term growth is as well, which is crucial. So that was absolutely fantastic. Then we'll move on to Azuki. So Azuki basically is connected to Doki. So they're in the NFT space, and Azuki was actually a project that I was literally involved quite earlier on within their stack. So they came out literally as a reward mechanism for Doki. So you could, hence the reason why there's a massive drop in the price. And I literally got in around, I can't even recall, I think it was around 10 cents, something around that level. If I just check to see on the sheet what it was. 15 cents. So 15 cents I got in the initial, and then I got in 69 cents. So from that specific price, it literally went up less than about 8x, and then added a little bit more to the position because I felt that it's going to continue to move higher. So I took the initial capital off the table, took profit, added a little bit more. I do believe there's long-term growth because you have to use Azuki for their NFT platform. So there's a clear utility with this project. So I do see that there's going to be continuation there. The only slight concern is the amount of supply that they currently have. So if we go to view contract and then we click on the token, you can be able to see the max supply here. But obviously they are burning the tokens as well. So that's, and also one aspect is that people that have utilized, who have held Doki and used Azuki as a reward mechanism, essentially been starting to sell. So I do see long term that this will continue to move in a favor. So that was another fantastic trade. Then move down to AlgoVest. So this is a project in the space of building an algorithmic trading platform. I actually quite like the guys. So if I can put here, AlgoVest. Here, check out their website. If it goes to it, good. So what is AlgoVest? A capital protection growth project powered by a modular algorithm. So they're building this capital protection, protect, reward, and burn. 6 pillars of AlgoVest. So this is like a long-term project. As I said, I don't really see that there's going to be, I said, solid team, but not something that will do a 10x in a short period of time. And then price points, I was in and around 65 cents. So it's literally just around break even. It did test up higher, took a little bit of profit off the table. So I'm in a riskless trade, which is important. But it's really trading in a range. Staken's actually come out. There's a lot of growth and long-term opportunity they have. So it's always about execution. If they continue to execute, I do see long-term growth with this project. So that's that. And then the next one is Ethic DeFi. So Ethic DeFi. I don't know what happened here. It's looking a bit strange. Let's pull this up, shall we? So in terms of Ethic DeFi, they're focusing on stablecoin PEG. Interesting project. Let's just go here. Ethic DeFi. There we go. So price point is around $13 at the moment. When they listed, there was a huge issue with a bot that basically took control of once they listed, took the price from when it listed, I think it was around, was it $1 or something, all the way up to $56. Absolutely crazy. So it's 56x, and then slammed back down. Then they had some issues regarding the bot that was taking a huge amount of the rewards, literally a few times, I think 3-4 times every epoch. Per day, so that was really bleeding the price. If you could be able to see here, it was like 300 ethics that they were bleeding. Just trying to see if I can even find it. But anyway, they were bleeding the price, but now they put together a proposal to decrease the rewards, which will demotivate, de-incentivize the bot to be activated. That was passed. And then it was activated around, what was it, 24th, 25th, around that time. So as soon as that happened, we saw a massive pop. I kept everyone involved. with the communication, also communicating with the team, helping out, also helping the team, giving an update what's happening. The founder is from Telos, so Telos, well-known, phenomenal community, found from there, building up this new project. So I gave a real flow of information from this time all the way up until there about what's going on as a heads up to the Patreon group. So from, was it 18th, I said price has collapsed due to a bot taking control and earning 300 ethic rewards 6 times a day. Then 21st, update for the founder. He gave an update in terms of threshold. They have to pass the votes. Then the vote was passed and implementation to decrease the rewards occurred. And then again, one aspect, they hadn't commenced with marketing, so there wasn't really a lot of awareness about the project. And then I said on 24th, then I said on the 19th, so on the 19th of Feb, which was around here when the price was about $3, I basically said here, in the interim, the price will probably drop to $2 to $4 if the pass is successful, and with some marketing, this could go 10x in a couple of months. That was my view, right? So that was literally when it was trading around $3. Said if it passes, this can really move. And then on the 24th, said project has started its climb up and is now 30% up from my last update. So that was the 24th. So today's the 28th. And from that $3, it's literally done 6x, tested the high 6x in a matter of days. But you have to remember that this is a stable coin, so it's elastic supply pegged. So you need to have a better understanding, and I give obviously information about how that actually works in that structure. But I think this is a phenomenal company. So this is the running analysis. So that's where we are with that. In terms of, there's obviously a lot of projects we're working on, due diligence for the Patreon group only. We're doing courses also for them and other information, value added information. So that's just a recap with where we are in terms of the results and existing projects so far. And I think that's about it, guys. It's taking a little bit longer than expected. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, if you really enjoy the content, please make sure you like and subscribe. It's important for the algorithm, talk about algorithm, to really spread the word in terms of what we're doing, from the aspect of providing a free checklist that we have, to the Patreon group, to the auditing division that we have, to hunting down these scammers. So we're all in to try and provide as much value. We all also are putting together a new division. So this is a team of researchers, because obviously, I can't do everything. I have an audited team, so I have some phenomenal guys in terms of smart contracts. So now I'm putting a small division of researchers, so people that will literally help me to go out and look for these phenomenal projects. I'm also going to be doing more conversations with CEOs of companies, founders of companies, and we'll be doing more AMAs. The first one will probably be with Covalent this in March, in a month of March. So there's just a lot going on there. So anyway, hope all is well. Have a fantastic rest of the day, wherever you are in the world, and lots of love. Bye-bye.